Good morning. I'm at beautiful Mount Kessler here in Fayetteville where the colors are starting to turn and there are signs of fall all around me. I just climbed up a steep grade and there's a lot of those on this trail, so I've been thinking a lot about climbing and what that means and what I have to learn from that today. So in this episode of He Walks With Me, I'm going to talk about climbing and a big lesson that I've learned this week. So, when we're climbing physically, it uses everything that we have. It gets our heart rate pumping. We have to typically move our arms more. We use our core. If we stumble, it's even more essential that we have a strong core to reground us. And I felt all of that physically on this climb. And even though this isn't a 14,000 foot mountain like my friend Judy, shout out, has done, it's still a significant climb for me. And so I'm feeling it. And as I was thinking about climbing in scripture, what I was thinking about is how everything went up to Jerusalem. And then once they got to Jerusalem, they had to go up a set of about 15 stairs into the temple area. And it was like climb, 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 and then you get there and you have to climb some more. And isn't that what life feels like sometimes? But here comes the lesson that I learned this week. If you've ever heard the phrase brouhaha, you know that it talks about just something big and wild and chaotic and just kind of what we would call today a hot mess. But I learned that one of the likely origins of this word is actually from a Hebrew word that means blessed is the one who arrives at the temple. Now, how do we get brouhaha, meaning wildness and chaos, from blessed is one who arrives at the temple? Well, the author of what I was reading said it's because it's an escape from the chaos, from the craziness, and that initially the word signaled a place of peace and a place of rest. And that is just 100% true. I immediately thought of David's words in Psalm 73. He looks around and he sees the chaos and the wrong, the evil that's going on all around him. He bemoans that. He laments the fact that evil is winning. And don't we do that today? Some of us every day wake up with that heavy on our hearts. And then it says, but then I came into the house of God and I perceived their end. When he got into the presence of God, he was able to have peace from that brouhaha because he perceived how it would all end because God is in control. And as we climb this climb of life, these climbs are so essential to our personal and spiritual growth. We have to remember that it's not just an endless climb for nothing. There's a destination. And all of our climbs in our life, all of our struggles that take everything that we have, should lead us more and more into the heart of God, more and more into the temple, more and more into the place of his presence where we can say, blessed is the one who arrives at the temple. Blessed is the one who can escape that brouhaha. I'm back to climbing now. Have a good day.